Attention passengers, this is SNY's Keith Hernandez, and this is a Queens-bound 7 Express train, the fastest way to Citi Field to see your Metsies.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the 7 Express. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to Press Podcast episode. I'm your guy David. I got my guys AP and Chris, fellas.
Yo.
Yeah. I'm just going through the parenting stuff. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What a interesting end to the WBC. It's filled with controversy and a lot of bad umpiring. Look, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I was disappointed in that the DR result, but it wasn't even just DR. Like the umpiring, and even in that final game was crazy. What has happened to umpire? Like to the point that we actually need to have this challenging system, is pretty bad, and it's not getting better.
Let's not forget that they were testing this about 3 weeks before the WBC started, and yet with all that time, they still had opportunity to put it in the tournament, and they didn't. Yeah. When they gave a reason as to why they didn't put it in the tournament, it was because the system wasn't fully ready yet.
But I mean, it shouldn't be. I just feel like it shouldn't be to the point where these calls are so egregious that it's borderline. Like you're sitting there, something up. Like, is this corrupt? Like, I gotta tell you, as much as a homer as people may paint me, I looked at the tape of that game, and the numerous calls that went against DR were so impactful that it's like, were we even given really a fair shot to win? Because a lot of people sat there and said, DR had numerous times to score and blah, 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 and maybe so. But look at what that strike zone did to hitters like Soto that had to swing outside of the zone because the zone was just all over the place. I just think that is impactful in itself. And you, as a hitter, don't know where the strike zone is. So what are you supposed to do? I love how people call, he's been calling it all day. So a pitch that's 6 inches off the plate is being called a strike, and that makes it okay because he's been calling it all day. And it didn't get called fairly. If you look at it, it went severely one-sided. He may have called one or two things at the end because I think he had a dinner reservation, but come on, cut it out. That game was not. It was not called fairly, and I even looked at the game yesterday when before Bryce Harper hit that 2-run home run, the batter before, I forget who it was, but they didn't call a strike that was right down the middle, and the guy worked a 4-pitch walk. If that first pitch gets called a strike, who knows if he even gets on base for the tying run? There's things I don't understand what's happening with the WEC and just umpires in general. But if you're gonna have a tournament like this, then you should have your best umps, or just don't do it at all, because you're just gonna leave yourself up there for scrutiny. And I think that sucked. If DR would have fell flat on its face and America would have just won fair and square, I would have been all right, man, America. But to leave with that and kind of just be yo, did we get a fair shot? it just kind of like whatever. And for those people like that are like sitting on the comment with like Soda was like, "Yo, we showed the world that we were we were the best team, whatever," and just like, huh? Like, I think that if you think about how that game played itself, like I don't think that like Soto is pretty much coming off as a sore loser. I think that he's just looking at the game and how it was robbed from them. I think that if you sit there and you really look at that game was not DR did not get a fair shot in that game at all.
Yo,
So I don't know. That's how I feel about it, anyways. But yo,
right,
congrats to Venezuela. Like they won the tournament, and I'm happy that especially after all the stuff that was going on in their homeland, that they were able to like get a couple of hours of celebrating and everything, and that's dope. So
right.
I mean, that's what the tournament is about people celebrating and whatnot. So just getting off like that game, I'm happy that Venezuela was able to like take the chip home with them and give their people something to celebrate.
Right. Well, of course, congratulations to Venezuela for overcoming the big bad Team USA, and they beat them by a score of 3-2. Venezuela scored first with a Mikhail Garcia sac fly to center in the third inning. Willier Abreu, who's pretty much been dominant in this tournament, would add on with a solo shot in the fifth inning. Venezuela's pitching would dominate USA for most of the game, going 7 scoreless before Bryce Harper would tie the game with a 2-run blast in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eugenio Suarez would end up giving them the lead with a double in the top of the 9th inning, and Venezuela would go on to win their first ever World Baseball Classic championship. Speaking of the big bad team USA, they were quiet for most of the game. Team USA scored 2 runs in their last 16 innings in the entire tournament, all on solo home runs. And then they had 1 hit through 7 innings before Bryce Harper's game time 2-run blast in the 8th inning. So, there's a whole thing of everybody kind of pointing to DR that they didn't show up when it mattered. And of course, listen, I think I've had conversations with Chris. AP can attest to this. DR did not capitalize when they had runners in scoring position. However, because everybody likes to pinpoint on Team DR and forgets that USA is just on the same stature and they performed the same exact way that Team DR performed in that game against USA, nobody tends to talk about it as much. And I think only people are kind of nitpicking their performance against Venezuela for some weird reason. So to AP's point, it's like, all right, we gotta stop trying to change the goalpost here. Again, we're not trying to change the narrative that DR deserves a fair shot, because yes, this umpire, first of all, this umpire was ranked the 4th worst umpire in all of Major League Baseball. That already should tell you how bad of a situation it is. He was calling really bad calls behind the plate on both sides. It wasn't just DR. But for you to end the game like that, knowing the magnitude of the game, DR still had a chance. It wasn't like they missed multiple opportunities to score with runners in scoring position, and then USA just blew them out the water, scoring 5 runs after that. No, it was still a 1-run game where DR had a guy 90 feet and had an opportunity to tie the game. And you end the game on a call like that. No matter what people think, the fans of Team Dominican Republic have a right to gripe, because you could say, oh, Perdomo should have protected the play on the 3-2 count, whatever. A ball is a ball. The guy had a good eye within that pitch, took the pitch, and it was a ball. He deserved to be in first base. God only knows what would happen if Fernando Tatis comes up after that. Yes, Tatis didn't have a good game. But again, it only takes one at bat to change everything. So, Chris, I don't know how you feel about that. Or tell me how you feel about the entire tournament, Venezuela winning and all that. Give me your thoughts, bro.
Well, first of all, I want to say congrats to Venezuela, because they're a squad, man. We knew that they were good. And the DR disappointing, but I had fun watching them. I cannot sit here and say, I had so much fun watching them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always fun when they win. So And like AP said, we got spoiled watching a lineup like that. Now we got to go watch our Mets. So it is what it is.
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to go from like scoring 10 runs a game to like, yo, can we score one? Like I just, oh man.
And then going back to the whole USA thing, one thing is to face Paul schemes, and another thing is to get shut down by Eduardo Rodriguez. That's what happens to USA. And I'm not trying to shit on them, but they got shut down by Eduardo Rodriguez. Can you go check the box score what we did to him? Okay.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Why you keep giving me a take? I could.
That's where the conversation is, and I'm not shitting on USA. They played a clean baseball game. Like in order to beat DR, you had to play clean, and Bobby Witt is that kid. He's nice. Bobby Witt is nice.
Yeah.
He saved them a couple of runs with his diving play. Remember when Machado hit a hit up the middle? That run was the time run right there. And he stopped the ball from going to the outfield. So those little things, they make a difference. And DR didn't show up. I feel like Fernando Tatis ruined the game by himself, like base running mistakes.
Just to answer your question on what we did to Eduardo Rodriguez right here, he pitched two innings. He gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, only 1 walk, 5. He had 5 Ks, 2 home runs, and finished with an ERA of 10.13.
Yeah. Now go check what he did against USA. It looked like it was Sandy Koufax was pitching against USA.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Well, I mean, yo, the stat that I saw that was crazy is that the Americans didn't have a runner in scoring position since the 4th inning of that DR game. So think about that. I honestly think, like, for everybody that's like, yo, whatever, like, if you really think about how that DR game went down, like, it's pretty insane that we had Luis Severino basically shut down the American lineup too, and then our bullpen that consisted of Gregory Soto and the like be able to hold that down and only give up that Soto home run, and it was 2-1. So I don't know. Maybe people are gonna be bitter because of the way that the umpiring went down. But yo, it was a 1-run game. Nobody dominated it, and you're getting all the calls. So it's kind of hard to sit here and be like, you know, we felt like we had a fair shot of it. But whatever. Like, ultimately, it is what it is. Like, you can't go back and change it.
And
There's
also,
no challenge or anything. So
yeah, I want to give a shout out to also Italy, Puerto Rico. Like, they showed up, man. They showed up.
That was
like,
a lot of heart.
I said, yo, Puerto Rico was gonna play with a chip on their shoulder for what they did to them, and they did more and that. Like, in front of their home crowd, like they did a great. Yo, it was a great classic.
Italy was the surprise of the whole thing. Italy was the surprise, and Puerto Rico being able to like mount that comeback, get to where they needed to do without their stars. They just like pure heart, and like I think that was that. I love that. You're right, Chris. Thank you for bringing that up. That like they really did, and like one of the things that I want to like talk about what makes this tournament great. I mean, aside from the terrible umpiring, was the fact that you got to see like the different cultures and like how they like play the game and how they like do everything. Like you saw Chinese Taipei crying tears when they thought they you know that they staved off elimination. When DR beat Korea, the way that the Koreans like bowed to like their fans, like the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans atmosphere, the Venezuelan atmosphere in Miami, even America when they had, you know, the military or Marine go in and give them that speech. There's so many different aspects of the way that different countries handle everything, but it's pretty cool. Like when you get to like, and I talked to someone on Twitter about this. Like, I think it's important that we remember like these differences are what make us unique and cool. Like they it's cool to have these differences and recognize them and be like, oh man, look at what like this part of humanity brings to the table and like how like they do certain things. And and it's dope that we get to see it in sports. Like I think we need to see it more often. I think that that's something that could bring us together as opposed to like separating us all the time and like, oh, people are different. Yeah, and that's okay. Like I think that we have to celebrate our differences and be like, even in our own Latin American side, like look at how our different Latin American brothers like celebrate certain things and like how they do things too. Like I think it's dope. I think that that's one of the things that I love about this tournament. Is this tournament flawed? Yeah, I think that we do need to figure out something where, like for instance, yesterday, the Venezuelan manager talked about how like he was called by like 3 baseball clubs not to pitch their pitchers, and I'm like, yo, how is this a tournament then? Like if you're getting told who you can and can't use, Mason Miller from the American side, I think the Padres had like a kind of like a hey, don't use them if you don't have to type thing. Like that's a lot of pressure on a manager that's like trying to get a job in the business. So I don't know. I think a head coach job, I should say, anyways, because I know that the Venezuelan guy's a bench coach, but like I just think Otto Lopez, but I think that it has to be tweaked in a way where this tournament you get like to actually experience the best out of the best, and I just don't know how you're going to. This tournament, March is sort of the perfect way, but then we don't really get to see pitchers stretched out, teams getting in the way. When are teams not going to get in the way? When the heck could you throw this? Like, even if you say, like, hey, do it in July, you're never going to get a team that's going to say, yeah, let Skeens go 9 innings. It's never going to happen. So there's never going to be a time that you could say that this is a tournament where you're seeing the top talent at its full capacity. So I don't know. It's weird because you can't say that like the World Cup. You can't say that. You can't say that in the Olympics. So what is baseball gonna do? Like I really don't have an answer for that. Like there's just no like you can't say November because the teams that just went through the playoffs and whatever are never gonna be like, yeah, let this guy throw another like couple of innings on top of like all that workload that he did. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Eliminate the people that went to the playoffs, maybe? But then you have a team that didn't a player that didn't play for like a whole month. So what are you gonna do? I don't know how you could. Maybe it's just always gonna be that you only get this, and is that gonna be enough? I mean, I had fun watching it. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, so I'll always watch the WBC. I think it's a great for baseball, great to like get baseball out there. But I really do think that the umping was a big problem, and that has to get fixed because you can't have games end on bad calls and not think that that's gonna be reflective of how like a fan base is gonna feel. How it wasn't even just Dominicans that saw that. That was a bunch of people that tuned in. There was 7 million people that tuned in to watch that DRUS game. You're telling me that only Dominicans felt that way? Because if you looked at it, a bunch of people were like, "Wow, you can't." Jeff Passan was the first one, like, "Yo, you can't end the game like that."
Well, yeah. Let me not say a bunch of people because apparently the people on Twitter that were going for USA said that we shouldn't have to result in crying about a call when we didn't show up for a position. At the end of the day, that's baseball.
Those are the casuals that didn't watch the game and didn't see the numerous calls that got called. And again, it's like Victor goes to spoils. They won whatever. I can't sit here and cry over spilled milk.
I'm gonna push back on that for a second. Because it's also people that on that app that we call Met fans, that us Met fans hold to a high pedestal when it's about the conversation when it comes to the Mets. That come out and say that take. But if it was to happen to the Mets and the Mets lose a game like that, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then don't be a hypocrite. I honestly feel like
that's my point.
My thing is that like whatever we can't.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna use it,
we can't change it though. We can't change it.
no, we can't. But let's be logical. Let's not say, hey, at the end of the day, if yes, I understand that nobody's gonna say, oh, DR should have capitalized with runners in scoring position, and maybe they would have not been in that position. That's cool. Listen, they did it to themselves.
You can argue that.
At the end of the day, the game still stood where it stood. And the moment still happened. And at the end of the day, they were still down by a run.
One run. If Perdomo, the thing about it is, if Perdomo does get on base, if the call gets called, you have an all-star player that's been killing it in this tournament. Like he was like the MVP of the tournament.
The top of the line
going to bat up. You don't know what would happen.
That right, and then on top of that, I was already fuming because here's the thing. And shout out to Pujols. I think what Pujols did was amazing. I think that it's gonna earn him what he did in this classic is gonna earn him a job as a manager in the MLB. However, so many people were screaming, put Cruz in there, put Cruz in there. Okay, that's cool. But to me, I think it's a slap in the face to a catcher like Austin Wells, who's not only been hitting the ball consistently and raking in the tournament, but he got 2 hits for you previously in the last 2 innings that he came up. So what does that tell a guy that has not only been hitting the ball out the park in this tournament, but he got 2 big hits in that game, and then you automatically sit him down because you want to put a power hitter there who's basically getting cold? Yes, he got 1 big home run in that tournament as a pitch hitter. That's cool. Again, at the end of the day, I still need my hottest hitter in that lineup, especially because my guys can't consistently come through. Yet he's had 2 hits in that game. So again, there's a lot of emotions going on with that, but at the same time, it's like when we talk about the game and when we're gonna dissect the game, let's not be hypocrites. I think people just want to jump at the narrative that DR should have did this, DR should have did that. USA should have hit against Venezuela, and they didn't. They were quiet for 7 straight innings.
I everything that you said, I agree with. So I don't know.
The only thing I got to say about that is that that's why I'm so glad my job has taken so much of my lifetime lately that I don't be on this app no more.
Yeah.
That
I agree with you on that.
The stuff that I see, and I don't even say anything, I have no time for it, but the stuff that I see is that these are the same people that 3 years ago didn't care about the tournament. Oh, this tournament don't mean nothing, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it only means something to ya, blah, blah, blah. So now all of a sudden, 3 years later, it means something. Oh, because you got a bomb squad. Oh, because you guys to the finals. So now you were talking all that crap. You lose the final game and you become losers for back-to-back tournaments because you go to the finals for back-to-back years and you lose back-to-back years. Now it don't mean nothing. So you can't win a battle like that. So that's why you just ignore it. You just ignore that. All I know that for Latin America, specifically Latin America, it means something because that's what we breathe, eat, and sleep. Baseball. Mm-hmm. These kids breathe, eat, and I know because I lived through it. I went through that process, and trust me, it's brutal what these kids go through, and it means so much to them. I'm pretty sure it happens 10 times worse in Venezuela because there's a lot more academies in DR than Venezuela. When players from Venezuela, they get signed, you know where they send them? They send them to DR because that's what the problem, this is what I want to say to people. The problem is why everybody has a target on DR's back because DR has the best talent in the world. And it's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. Like, it's the facts. They can deny it. They could be in denial about it and everything, but it's the truth. The reason why people want to knock off DR is because they have the best talent in the world. And if you top DR, you're on top of the world. That's why Venezuela right now, those players are in their high because beating DR means so much.
Can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you one thing though? Like one of the things that people like to like point out, because I saw it right after, is like the way that we celebrate, the way that we like really like
they don't know,
like home run and everything. Like, do you think that like DR does shit over the top that like makes other teams just be like, yo, we want to beat you.
But
Just
you know
because
what
we
it
wanna
is?
shut you up.
No, not because of that. Because they don't know. That's what they do in winter ball too. They celebrate like that no matter. You could be playing, but yo, you could be playing backyard baseball and they celebrate like that. That's just the way it is. It's the nature of the beast. Like that's the way they celebrate.
But
That's the way they have fun.
100%.
You
it's nature.
you
It's
can't
nature
deny
of
it.
baseball.
So,
It's nature
all
of
right.
baseball
Let me
regardless.
ask you, AP.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
ask you, AP. How many reporters did you see? Like, oh, DR's having fun. Look at the way they celebrate. I want to have. I want to be electric. That
I
why
saw
can't
it
USA
everywhere.
be like that?
I saw it everywhere, everywhere,
So it's not a
everywhere.
problem.
Jeff Passan,
Everywhere. And I think
Not a
that like for everybody that was talking shit after, like, oh, they're not celebrating now. Then like I thought it was pretty like disingenuous to be honest with you, because it's like, yo, so you guys get upset that a team celebrates and has fun playing baseball
Over a win.
instead of
Over a win.
like, let me sit down. We hit a home run. High five, guys.
Jeff Passan said it himself. I want to be Dominican.
It's fun.
Like,
I just think that I mean, obviously in America in baseball, it would 162 games. You're not gonna be wilding 162 games, but in the
No,
like
it's different.
when you're repping your country in a tournament, like it's just the nature of the beast. I
It's-
do feel like the unwritten rules of baseball are corny. Like can we like move on from that?
Yeah, we grew
Let
up from.
somebody have a bat swing without getting hit in the face with a baseball. Like, I mean,
You know what
we
it is,
gotta.
AP?
Sure.
The game wants to stay stuck in the 1900s, and we're not in the 1900s no more. Like you gotta that whole collar up shit is boring. I mean, I'm sorry. Judge is the greatest one after Otani. Judge is the second best player I've seen right now, and the way he plays baseball is so boring. I can't. He has no emotion to him. He has nothing. Like when
Nah,
he broke his
he's
record.
kind of like
Yeah,
drywall.
when he broke his record, 62 home runs, that's a big deal. It hasn't been broken, that record. And high five, yo, that's just boring, bro. You just accomplished
Yeah,
something that's
no, I
never
agree with
gonna
you.
be done again. Like, yo, express yourself, bro. Like we will appreciate that. Like I
I
would
agree
like
with
for Judge, I would like for Judge to be more swaggy, like let loose. You too that captain shit, you got it too much in your head. Like let it go, bro. Be loose. Like you all that button up shit. That's it's corny, bro. That's what America is known for. The button up. We're so
Corporate. It's very
no,
corporate.
fuck
That's a
that.
good point.
Yo,
It's very corporate.
that's why when you see Venezuela, Puerto Rico, when you see drums, you see them calling out all the teams, and bro, that's fun. It makes you want to get into the game and watch the game. There was people that don't even watch baseball. I have a coworker that doesn't know baseball, and he was watching it because of the reaction, the fan base, the crowds, and everything. Bro, it is what it is. Like
Yeah. We brought
what can
something
I say?
different
It's
to the. We brought something different to this tournament, and I think that was pretty cool. I think that and I said it again on a Twitter post, but I think it's important to state it. Like for a country like DR, which is an island in the Caribbean that only has about 10 million people, for us to go toe to toe with America and go and lose by 1 run, and people be like, yo, we beat y'all. Do you even think about that? Like, do people even recognize what that is? We're an island in the Caribbean that the almighty United States is worried about. So if you think about that in the grand scheme of things, we've come a whole hell of a lot of weight. So shout out to DR.
well, I mean, there's a comment here. Shout out to Jason Custodio 24. He says, "How did y'all feel about Nolan McLean? I think he looked good. He wasn't great for a rookie, but for a rookie in the WBC, he did good." So
Yo,
no, he did
McLean, yo,
great.
let me give him
2
his
runs,
flowers,
like
man. McLean was killing it. Like I'm
blame
very
that.
impressed by that
No,
young man.
no, the other page. You should blame that one you just saw, the USA hitting. That
Yeah.
you blame
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's the
100%.
problem.
Yeah.
That was the
That was
problem,
the problem.
not McLean.
Yeah, nah. McLean is one of those guys that, as a Met fan, let me put my Met hat back on. Like the Mets to me have whenever we've been good as an organization, we've developed a lot of young pitching talent, and McLean is shaping up to be that. I don't want to put any undue pressure on the kid, but I think that the way, I was talking to somebody today about like, that sweeper that kid has is such a crazy tool. Like, it's so nasty when you could pair that up with a 98 mile per hour fastball that you don't know what the hell you're getting. Like that shit is a cheat code.
Yeah.
I'm super impressed by that kid, and I think that anybody in baseball would be wary of. I mean, the Phillies were talking about how like, this guy is unhittable. So
I
I
mean,
think that he has a shot to be really good if he stays healthy and he can stay consistent. He has a shot to be the ace of the Mets for years to come. Like, he
speaking
did his thing. I wasn't disappointed in him at all.
speaking of some comments made about him, here's Bryce Harper talking about him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, whenever you get down 2-0, it's tough. But I thought Mac threw the ball great. I mean, he's a special talent. He's going to be a special talent for a long time. We got a lot of great young guys in there that are going to play, again on this team. And baseball's in a really good spot. It's in a really good situation, and there's a lot of young talent in all countries. And I think the world saw baseball's a great game. It's a lot of fun to watch, and the cultures from every other country and ours as well. It's one of the best sports in the world, and to be able to bring people together and teams together and players together to do that these last 2 weeks has been a blast.
So here's Nolan talking about his start against Venezuela.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd say like a 7. Yeah, I felt good out there. I'm proud of the way I competed. Stuff felt great. Filling up the zone. Tried to control everything I could.
And then here he is talking about giving up that.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd say like a 7. Yeah, I mean, I could have executed a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I could have executed a little bit better. But I mean, he's a really good player at the same time. I would love to go back and make a different pitch.
So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with what he said there. You obviously love the fact that he's taking accountability in terms of his mistake, in terms of location where he threw that pitch, and obviously, like he said, he would like to go and make a different pitch. But I think this was such a great test for him. You talk about a pressure situation before his first full season as a starter for the New York Mets. Him kind of getting the taste of a big game moment. God willingly, we make the playoffs this year. He's going to see a lot of that. So this was, I think, was a perfect test for him. And you talk about the most pressure situation in a championship game, and he kept that Venezuelan team under guard for the most part. He didn't do a bad job. He really did a good job, and you could kind of see in his expression. He understands that with a few mistakes, but he understands that he went in there, he did good, and it's a learning experience. That's why so many people, when he had that game, his last game, I think it was against Italy, and then obviously this game, Met fans were kind of worried. It's like Nolan McLean showed some cracks, and it's like, okay, he's human. Like he needs to go through that, to learn from that, so that way he can adjust and he can adapt. Coming into the season, he knows what he could work on and get better on. So, I thought he was great. I don't know what you guys thought about his answers. Let me know, Chris. I'll start with you.
No, I mean it's a great answer. I mean he's a bulldog. This kid he knows what to say. Like he wasn't facing no scrub. Willie Abreu, he's fucking nice. Like
Right.
I mean just ask Japan. So like this he's good. It's a good lineup. I mean, to only give up 2 runs to that lineup, like you tip your cap.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is. He did his job. Like there's nothing why you want him to pitch a perfect game. Like he's only gonna pitch 4 innings anyways. Like So he did a good job, and we got a bright future ahead of us. Like this guy's gonna be he's gonna be good for us. I have a good feeling. And now I want to change the subject a little bit. There's a guy in our rotation. I'm like, oh my lord. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but I gotta pray for that man.
You talking about this guy right
that's the guy. That's the guy right there. That's the guy. You read my mind.
Yeah, I read your mind. Well, before we go in on him, because there's another guy I want to go in on, not as much, but we have concerns about him. Let's hear what Sean Manaea had to say in terms of his struggle with velocity and all that.
What do you make of where your velocity is right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's low, but at the end of the day, I feel good. I'm not concerned about it whatsoever. I know, get up to City Field and get some drilling going. I think it'll shoot back up, but right now, it is what it is.
Is there anything you can do specifically to get it up a mile or two?
I've tried, long tossing, pull downs, all the stuff. I think it just needs some adrenaline.
Yeah, your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, what the heck could you even say? Like, there's nothing good right now about Sean Manaea. His haircut's not good. His velocity's not good. Nothing about this is good. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I think that's a guy that's like trying to make himself feel good, but nothing about that is coming up convincing at all. Like, the guy is throwing like low 90s right now at best. Mm-hmm. And he's getting hit all over the place. Like I mean, I don't.
I mean, he might be fooling the public. Look at that reaction.
Wait. I was just about to say, that's the same reaction I have right now hearing him talk. Like
that reaction right there that he got paused.
Yeah, that like, come on, man.
Same reaction that we all gave him when he said what he just said.
That's a meme. You know what?
That's God's gift, because I didn't even mean to
post. You should crop that right now.
I should
put that and be like, after the start, the face that we made, like, you're making how much? Come on, man. That.
No, that's a perfect meme. No, that is the perfect meme. Viento's hitting 200.
Oh, crap. You took it to Vientos.
Yo,
woo, red hot topic right there.
Point 47. Read this right here. Mark Vientos has just 6 hits to 13 strikeouts this spring.
He's hitting 0.47 or something, right? Like
something like that. But again, it doesn't even go back. It doesn't even go back to that. It goes.
That's like a perfect half for him. He should be arrested with those stats.
It doesn't even go to that. It goes on the fact that he was a no-show against Nicaragua.
Well, I mean, he didn't have any protection, so I'll give him some, but I don't know. I
got two quarters and I still hit higher than him.
Well, listen,
man's hitting under 2 quarters, bro.
I'm a Mark Vientos guy.
I think he's gonna do good. It's just Jesus Christ, bro. That's bad.
It's rough. And again, I'm not trying to. Nobody's overreacting in spring training. We get that, but I know what this kid is gonna deal with if this struggle in spring carries on to start the season.
And the problem with Vientos is that I know he'd be on social media. So he takes that negativity and he puts it on the field. And he says he doesn't. He does, bro. He tries to play with a chip on his shoulder and he tries to do too much. You got to block that off, bro. You got to get off and just focus on your game. Whatever your game is right now, I don't know what it is, but just get the season starting and get a couple of hits go your way, and hopefully you get the ball rolling. Because right now, he's going to hear it. He's going to hear the boos. It's going to people, they're going to, bro, we Met fans. It is what it is. Like,
right.
And and then the problem with his problem is that he already done it twice. That when they cut down his playing time, he starts chattering about it with the media. I hope he learned from those 2 mistakes before, because right now it's not looking good for him right now.
Right.
But we'll see. I mean, he's young. The kid is young.
Do you think if it gets bad, Like I'm talking about like the next first 2 months of the season to the point where he's a no-show. Are you looking at a release with him, or are you looking at just straight benching and Brett Beatty's taking most of that? Because he can't be sent down. He has no more options. That's the problem. And then if you talk about trading him, if he's gonna play like this, what's his value? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't see them having.
Listen,
he doesn't have a high value to be traded.
I'll tell you this much, Tom. If he's hitting under $1 and it's June, he's gonna get released. I'm sorry, he's gonna get released. There's no saving that. But if you're telling me he's hitting like 250, 240, 230, yeah, you could solve with a couple of home runs here. Like, if we got the power, he's good. He might don't have enough playing time. I'll tell you that much. Because remember, this all goes down to the other guys coming up. Like, whenever, I don't want to get into that topic because we're going to talk about it next. But whenever Carson Bench is there, like Tauchman is doing his thing, Polanco's hitting the ball hard, like Beatty is playing all over the place. Like, I think Beatty should be the first baseman. I agree with AP. I think he should be the first baseman. He looks.
My fault, guys. I went to look for the hits that Vientos was like. I couldn't find them. I looked all over. I just couldn't find those. Like, where were they? I saw a lot of hard hit balls, but apparently he's just not. That's a big pause.
I know where they're at. Is Carson Bench stole them.
Yep. And he's another one that I'm interested in what he's gonna do on this team. But I gotta be honest with you, there's no way in hell that I let Tauchman leave this team. So if it means bench sitting for in AAA for a week or two, I'm cool with that because I really think Tauchman has a place on this team. So we got to figure out how to keep him. If we got to keep both, that's cool too. But I think that the Mets really got to find a way to keep Tauchman because I think he does a lot of things that winning teams need.
The Carson Bench thing, and we know Stearns does this because he proved it last year. He did it with Ronnie and the whole option thing and everything. So we know he manipulates the rosters that way. He's going to want to gain an extra year control off of Carson Bench. It sucks that the kid is proving. I'll be shocked if he's opening day. I'll be shocked because of that reason. Not because he's not good. He don't deserve it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just because the Mets could gain an extra control, especially with a lockout coming up. It benefits the Mets a lot. So if you're going to just sit him down for a week or two and then you just gain the extra year and then you make a trade with somebody I don't know, maybe you could trade a Tauchman for a reliever or two. I don't know. I wouldn't say Vientos because right now his value, they could get me for Vientos. That's how bad it is.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I just feel like Vientos could be good, and again, this is spring training, whatever. I just don't know where he's gonna play, and I had a problem with this too. Unless he's gonna find consistent at bats, what are we gonna do? I don't know, because I do think Beatty is the first baseman. I just think that Beatty should be the first baseman, and Polanco should probably play designated hitter for the most part. So then where does that leave Vientos? Yeah, where does that leave Vientos? He'll be the guy that plays once or twice a week at best? Is that something is he gonna get consistent enough at bats where you can be the Mets are being fair to him and his development?
Well, one thing that the Mets might do, and I could see them doing, they probably gonna platoon Beatty and him because Vientos does still hit lefties pretty good. So they'll probably do that against a tough lefty. Get Vientos to start at first or whatever. Which I don't like it, but still, it is what it is.
I don't know, man. I think that would be. I just don't think that's a good way to keep these guys getting to the places where they need to be. And I also don't think it'd be fair to Beatty. Beatty has demonstrated so far that he's really good at first base. He's a better defensive player than Vientos on Vientos' worst day. Now, Vientos, that 2024 time and his production during that time, I think that's something that's very intriguing. You want to be able to see if you can replicate that, but how are you gonna do it if he if he's not if he doesn't get the at bats? I don't know. This is
Well,
a
I'll
big
give it.
problem.
I'll give Vientos this. On a crappy year he had last year, still hit 17 home runs.
He has the
it's
power.
like
He definitely does.
he has it there. It's just that he needs to make the contact. And what I saw in Nicaragua, remember, you guys got to remember this. He had a presser
Oh,
to be
I
announced.
try to forget that person.
Nicaragua, roster. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That he gets so much up here that he forgets that he needs to be humbled, because when he gets up here, he loses it. And I saw with that bats against DR, he was trying to do too much, and he was doing the Pete Alonso, swinging at the ball in the other dugout. He was doing it way too much because he was trying to do too much. He needs to control himself and come down to earth. He needs to be Mark Vientos, not Swaggy V. Forget about Swaggy V. Be Mark Vientos.
I just wonder what the hitting coaches and what direction he's getting. Like I don't understand certain approaches. His at bats have been. He hits the ball when he gets contact. He hits the ball hard, but it's at
No, it's
people.
hard.
So is it just bad luck? Is it just bad luck? I don't know.
It could be. It also could be. It just could be just mental at the end of the day.
Yes.
It could just be a
I'm
mental
rooting
thing.
for the kid, because if he's doing good, that means
Then we're doing good, 100%.
Yeah.
And you want that kind of problem. You want to have everybody killing it, so then you be like, "Wow, man, I can't sit him down. Who do I take out of this lineup that's so hot?"
Now we, I didn't see. Like I said, I've been losing touch, but I did see a stat. My man Alvarez is raking right now.
Yeah,
And I said it. If that
he's
kid
got to stay healthy. He's
continues-
got to stay healthy. That's always been his Achilles heel. He always gets hurt back there, so he's got to figure out a way to make it through all those injuries. And as a catcher, you get beat up a lot. So we're asking a lot
Listen,
of him, but he needs to stay healthy.
this might sound crazy, but I know it's not gonna happen. But if you put Alvarez benefits from a person like a Soto in front of him, where they're gonna pitch around that person and pitch to him, that's what he needs to benefit from. And boy, do I hope this kid takes the next step. Like, because if he does, we're in a different stratosphere. Like, he just needs to be healthy, man. That's all. And not to.
I saw Mez shouted us out. What up, Mez? If you're still here, what up?
Yo, let's go Mets.
I don't know.
Mets.
People come in and out of those chats. Who knows? He probably
Tell Mez,
did whatever. But
tell
what up,
Mez,
Mez?
let's go Mets. He knows what I mean by that. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen, spring training's about to end in a week. We're about to get real baseball back.
Yeah.
You know, he's what I talk about. He's laughing.
How you guys feel about? I mean, I know that it's the rival or like crosstown rival, whatever. But the Yankees and San Fran start off 1 week from today on Netflix. How you feel about the Netflix baseball?
Oh, they started Netflix? This is new to me. I didn't know this.
Yeah, Netflix baseball.
Netflix?
Pretty soon you're gonna have to stream all over the place just to find a team. Like, where the Mets playing?
I don't want to do this to this guy. I don't want to do it because I love this guy, but you're gonna watch Netflix so Judge can shit the bed. Like, we gonna do that to the poor guy, man. You put bad pressure on the guy, man.
No.
Put
You're
bad
gonna have
pressure
to
on him.
like share your sister's account so you could watch.
You got Judge on time, so I'm going 0 for 4.
Oh man, bro. But no, I didn't even know that. That's breaking news to me. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I gotta see how the production is gonna be done and shit. I remember with Apple, like, I actually like the Apple production. I just don't like the announcers.
Yeah, facts.
Then the announcers are trash. The Apple actual like visuals and everything is pretty cool. It's just
fire,
the
it's fire.
announcers are trash.
We're also going to be on NBC on opening day. So when we play against the Pirates,
NBC.
we'll be on NBC.
Damn, MLB making
On Channel
money.
4 or on Peacock, you mean?
No, Channel 4 and Peacock.
I mean, Oh, that's
MLB making money, and we gonna have a lockout.
That's why Rob
Y'all
Manfred ain't
wildin'.
saying that. You see, Rob Manfred, Rob Manfred.
you see Rob. You see Rob.
You saw Rob shaking those hands. He was like,
Rob is robbing him.
Remember
Rob
what
is
you
robbing
said?
You know he
him.
was
He
saying
said,
that,
"I
right?
want some medal." Repeat what y'all was saying about me last year. Go ahead, say. I want to hear it.
No, you know what he said. You know what he was saying. He was like, "Ready for a lockout. Ready for a lockout. Ready for a
Yeah.
lockout. Ready for
He's
a
trying
lockout."
to get
That's what
all
he
the
said.
monies. But another thing that came out, there's been a couple of announcements with the Mets. The Mets announced that shuttle service from different places that you'll be able to get to Citi Field. Thought that's pretty
Really?
cool. So from Long Island, you could just go to Roosevelt Field. Like from Jersey City, you can hop on the shuttle from the mall from over there. It's pretty cool. I think that the Mets are doing a couple of cool things over there.
We even got one from the Bronx. So if you can't make it through the traffic to go to Yankee Stadium, you can always go to Citi Field.
Yo, they should put the shuttle right at Yankee Stadium. Like, yo, hop on,
That's some shit, bro.
and we'll take
Yo,
you.
nah, word.
That'd be hilarious.
What
Like,
was
yo, where
the-
they get
what
the
was-
Mets shuttle?
I didn't catch on, but what was the big announcement? They said something's coming to Queens. What was that? They didn't
Oh, I
announce it yet.
haven't seen that one. I didn't
haven't
see the
seen that.
reveal. I
Bro.
don't know. I know that
We
they
live
did the
right-
live,
Yeah, we
live
live right here. I
radio.
didn't see nothing like that.
That what?
Yeah, I
I
didn't
ain't
see
seen-
nothing like that. I'm saying that we live right here. I didn't see nothing like that.
That's at Queen Center Mall because I recognized that. So I was like, that's on the
Oh.
side of Queen Center Mall. So I was like, I wonder.
It's probably like a painting.
that
It's
thing
like a
is.
painting.
Yo,
Yeah, it's a
Right,
mural of
right.
something. I don't
It's
know.
a mural,
That should
yeah.
be like the Mets on NBC.
Yo, AP, imagine one of the kids that lives in the Bronx saying, "Oh yeah, Dad, we're gonna go see the Yankees. No, we're gonna go see the Mets.
Oh, we're in on the Mets.
We're gonna take the shuttle."
Get on the
Taking the shuttle to the Mets.
Taking the shuttle. I'd rather go far to watch a baseball
We're
game.
gonna see the Yankees. Nah.
Yo, oh my god. Nah, but the other news that they did is that the Mets are gonna be doing live radio calls throughout Citi
That's pretty
Field. Which I
fire.
thought that was pretty
That's
cool.
fire.
I was hoping that was like all like everywhere because I was like, yo, I would be able to like whenever they have that crappy like let's say Apple TV, I could just
The
turn
Apple, yeah.
on the app and be like, oh, it's live, whatever. But I know that Apple does do the radio call too, but I don't think it's it's in sync.
You gotta
anymore.
sync it. You gotta sync
You
it
gotta, like,
together.
You gotta like slow it down and like pause it for a sec. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool that you
Pretty
could like walk around and yeah, because I remember getting online, like if you go wherever, like you'd hear the hit and everybody go like, and it was like, what happened? So at least this way you'll be able to like actually be able to hear everything live.
Yo, but so I want to ask y'all guys: do y'all think Carson Wentz makes it?
I think that the kid has played well enough too. I do think that I think it's up to what the Mets like prerogative is. Do you think he gives you the best chance to win now, or do you value his service time so much that you don't have him start in AAA and play like that manipulation game?
How about you, Top?
No, I think, to be honest with you, they would have not overhyped them. No, I wouldn't say overhyped. Let me. If they would have not kept, talking about him in press conference and giving him that open link so much, then I would have been like, okay, next year's the year. But because of that, and because he's performing so well in AAA, in spring training, I think that you have to in a way. Because
I mean, there's no, the service time. Yeah, there's no wrong answer. Like I'm saying I'll be shocked because of the whole, like AP said, that they probably value his extra year of service time more than a win a game in April. Like it don't mean nothing. I mean, win a game in March. Like it don't really mean nothing.
Right.
But like you said, I do agree that they were giving him all the shots, and he deserves the shot because he basically beat. He didn't just improve it. He overshot the shot. Like he's hitting 400.
Right now.
But can I add something to this? If you have Tauchman start at right field, do you lose? Is there such a big drop off that it'll be devastating to the team to not have bench on the team.
No,
No.
that's what I'm
No.
saying. No,
Yeah,
the only thing I would say is that it made it harder on the Mets, and there's no knock on him and anything.
Yeah.
What
100%.
made it harder on the Mets? What made it
Right.
harder on the
Well,
Mets?
but we gotta
is-
give Stearns like 1,000% credit on picking up Tachman because
Well, I also,
nobody saw that coming at all.
right, I also think he did that, especially with MJ Melendez before they optioned him to
Remember,
Syracuse.
that's another guy we have in the. Yeah.
I also think they picked up those two because of that. Because if
Yeah,
they,
but were you excited to pick that guy up? Were you excited to pick up Melendez?
no, but I understand.
I was. I liked him. I
mean,
always liked him.
it was okay to me. I thought the top man was a better pickup.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with that.
No, 100%. 100%.
but I also think they did that because they're in the notion of saying, you know what, even if this kid Carson Wentz does do good in spring training, if we do decide to keep him a year there, just so we can pick that situation up, we have options as a backup.
I mean, I always thought that was the smartest play. I didn't understand the like, we didn't pick nobody up, and we're kind of like just waiting and waiting. I thought like, you never rely on a kid because you don't know, and he could have like a great start and then just fall flat. You can't just like have like this kid up there with no backup plan. So I thought like to pick up a guy like Tachman that's just an on base guy. Like, I'm not saying he's an all-star or anything, but he does the little things that like you need to like succeed. Like, he plays defense well, he gets on base. Like, these are things that we were preaching, that we were begging the Mets to do. So
You know,
I think
but
that guy's a great addition. It's a great addition.
You know that
Stearns doesn't get
Tachman-
enough credit for that.
Tachman plays center field too. You know that, right? Like,
Yeah.
he could play center field too.
Yeah,
But
so
you
I
know,
mean,
to say that the roster got crunched up when Lindor came back faster than. That's what made it more harder on them.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Because now you lose a
Wolverine
spot
and
there.
Bull.
So, I mean,
I
shout
mean-
out to the guy, man. The guy with 2 weeks ago had fucking stitches, and now he's about to start opening day. It's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Son, I don't know anybody that heals faster than fucking Lindor, bro.
Son, Lindor played a whole year with a broken
toe.
Like that's crazy.
And he almost won the MVP.
Look at the back.
He wasn't full time.
Remember the back problem?
Oh, well, he from carrying the Mets all year.
Yo, when he hit the home run against Atlanta in the ninth inning, you literally saw him wince after he fucking swung with his follow through. I was like, yo, bro, this guy.
Yo, that single-handedly probably saved the Mets.
Saved us. It did, yeah. It did. And then,
man, that was that was such a difference from last year. Jeez.
You know why?
What a
Good
crap
because
spectacular season that was.
the expectation going into 2024, we were kind of like, whatever. If they do something good this year, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But the fact that they did, they shocked.
And they signed Soto, and then it came to that. Yeah, that was not
right. Exactly. So
And Soto had an MVP season. That's crazy.
Yo, Soto said it this year. Like, Ohtani, I'm coming. Like, I don't know.
I think.
Yo,
it was,
I'm sorry. I love Soto, but he gotta keep it shut, man. We haven't won shit, man. we gotta win a World Series.
I mean,
man.
I like the player. Like, I like that he has a goal. Like, he has a goal that is trying to be the MVP.
I like the confidence, but he straight up told Ken Rosenthal, like he was.
I hope his goal says to win a World Series because hello, like.
No, of course, yeah. No,
I'll change your MVP for a World Series.
No, 100%. It's never
geez.
about the individual. Never about the individual.
No, of course.
It's all about me, my individual, me. Because when I celebrate, I don't care about it. After that, you can have 10 more MVPs. I just need to win one.
Just need one. This day and age, I just need one. But you know what? Though, there's a lot of like our fans say it all the time. We need just one to justify that contract. Like we just need one, bro.
I need one to stop watching. That's basically my thing. Like, so I can be like, all right, I am done. You have freed me from my purgatory. I will now move on.
It'll be a good feeling though, because we could be the 2019 Washington Nationals where they let go of their star player, and we end up winning the next year. Pete Alonso goes to the Baltimore Orioles, and we end up winning.
Yo, imagine if Pete Alonso was that piece that we needed to get rid of to win the whole thing.
No.
The level of fandom that I'm
the
going
level,
to, like,
no.
pain.
The level
I'm
of
going to
crying on
slavery.
Twitter is gonna
Oh.
be amazing.
Oh.
Oh, it's gonna be
Oh, son.
amazing. The crying.
Just give me the popcorn. Just give me the popcorn.
I cannot wait to be like, where? Oh, like I know Tank is a big like Alonso fan, but it's always the team over the player. Like I think that Alonso, like again, really really good power hitter, but like I just think that there are some things that he does that like do not make him a winning player.
I mean,
like I think that
no.
like the lack of awareness that he's not a great first baseman, and he just continues to be like, but me play first base. Like,
No. The only thing, look, and this is because I don't want to go back to it because let's say he's gone. I don't care no more.
yeah, that's
The only thing I said, I wanted Pete back. Of course I did. But the moment we knew he was going to free agent, we knew he was gone, and we needed change. And this is what he's the only way you can get change if you let him walk, because you're gonna keep running the same thing over and over and hope for a different result. Of course, I love Pete. I appreciate everything he did for us. He's the best slugger we ever had. But you got it.
100%.
It didn't work. It did not work. So we need to change. And if we win a World Series, are you gonna forget about Pete? I'm not gonna talk about Pete ever again. I mean, I don't even want to talk about him right now.
I got no reason to talk about him now. Like,
Enjoy Baltimore. Enjoy.
that's it, man. Hey, listen. I hope.
He'll
mean,
hit
I hope he
50
keeps-
runs and 130 RBIs, and most of them will be when the team is losing 10 to
Hey,
2.
listen. But
listen.
I appreciate that now he's doing mound visits and stuff. Well, that's amazing what he's doing now. It's amazing. Good captain work. Keep doing it.
He's doing mound visits now.
Bro, he schedules in spring training. He was scheduling a mound visit because they made an error, so he huddled them up. He's trying to do be a captain. Like the guy that makes the most errors is gonna go huddle up the team to not make errors. That's some funny shit, right? That's like telling Vientos, huddle up, let's play better defense.
He talked about. He talked about. Yo.
I know that I threw the ball and messed up our pitcher's hamstring, but we'll get him next time.
It's cool. Listen, he could go find Avon Barksdale and sit on the couch with him and have nice stories.
Oh, I hear the Wire reference. I hear you.
Oh,
if
man.
you know, you know. But
I don't know. I know what the show.
I just love how I want to know that conversation. Like, babe, we're going to Baltimore. Like, I just want to know how that.
No, Top. It didn't go that way. Babe, they paid me $35 million. That's how it went
Baltimore.
down. That's exactly
She
what
packed a bag and said, well, "You already had orange."
Yeah,
right.
It's almost like New York.
It's almost. It's like New York Light. Instead of the city that never sleeps.
We can see the city from a distance.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the Empire State Building, just a little bit further back. It's less closer than what it was.
Let's get a telescope. We could see it.
Let's see what they're doing in Queens.
Let's see what they're doing. Oh, you know he definitely.
Meanwhile,
will be descriptive.
the team that his grandfather rooted for.
I think that's a bullshit story, bro.
That was such a lame ass story. I was like, come on, man. Like, you really think that we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, his grandfather's team. Oh.
Listen, David Stearns is probably like, yo, thank God I don't have to deal with none of this crap anymore.
Going back to the real Mets, the old Mets. Bo Bichelle's good at third. He's hitting the ball hard. Polanco's hitting the ball hard. Marcus Semien is hitting I'm telling you, Marcus Semien is gonna be sneaky good. People shitting on him.
Yo, I needed to
take a 35-year-old Marcus Semien and not a Brandon Milburn. I'm sorry, I said it.
I agree with you.
I'll take. Matter of fact, before you continue that, I'll take a 35-year-old Marcus Semien who's a better defender than Jeff McNeil on second base. Easy.
Everybody
was mad about Jeff McNeil being gone because he was a bad champion.
What's the baseline you want him to hit? What do you want him to hit? Simeon.
Oh, me? Look, to be honest with you, I'm gonna set the ball high because I never set the ball high
Yeah,
because I like to be
I'm not
surprised.
going too crazy. But
Yo,
what is your like
250
what average?
Two, 250, 20 bombs, and 70 RBIs. I'm chilling with that. I am good with that.
Give me. I'll up it up. His average, I'll up it up to 5. 260. Give me 20, and around the same RBIs. Matter of fact, give me 80 RBIs because he's done it in his career. He's done the 260. Listen,
Yeah,
80
but remember, he's
RBIs out of,
low.
he's
He's gonna
probably
play
hitting
lower.
low in the lineup. I don't think he's getting
Exactly.
like 80.
Soto's eating all that shit up. Soto and Bichette is eating all that shit up.
I mean, I think I see like 250-ish. I don't know about 20. I think more like I'll be
He get 20, bro.
I don't think he's gonna get 20. I think he'll hit about.
He hit 15. He hit 15.
I think he'll hit 17.
First year.
But that's a home run part. I think that he'll hit 17, give you 250, and about 65 to 70 RBIs. I think that's what you're gonna.
That's
get
still
out.
good because you're gonna
That's
play
still
better
good.
defense than McNeil.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's gonna save you the runs. But I think that's where he's gonna. But if you think about it, everybody used to shit on Jose Reyes, on Ray Ordonez. But if you look at Ray Ordonez's like average and everything like that, go look at it. It wasn't as bad as some of the players that you see now. Like his average was actually around the 250 range. I think that
Bro,
we just always
it's
wanted
that
him to do more.
home run. Yeah, it's that home run donut day. That's what these.
Well, he would hit that one home run the last game of the season, and he'd be like, all right. He had no power. The guy had no power.
Yeah.
But yo,
But that man
some
was
of the
a
most
wizard,
impressive
but-
highlights from the shortstop position. are
Really
great.
good defender, man.
that I've ever seen, bro.
If you get a
that I've
chance to
seen-
watch it, crazy.
Oh, I
The
watched his
greatest
highlights.
defensive shortstop I've seen was him. It was him. It was like not even
Defensively,
close. Now,
I mean, him and I want to say Omar Vizquel. Omar Vizquel was another
but
one. that
I call Omar Vizquel like almost in the. Almost in the tail end. Like he was like, yeah, he was almost right about 7th, but I didn't see it because it was in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? But I saw Ray Ordonez every day.
Yeah.
Every day I saw him.
No, I saw. Yo, there was some plays that dude made just like from the outfield, like
With
cutting
one
off
throwing
the
home.
play and throwing home, like insane. Like it's just crazy. Like dude was a beast. But if Marcus Semien could play defense like that, imagine what this defense could look like in the infield, where you have potentially Beatty playing first, then you have Lindor. And I honestly think that like Bichette could be pretty decent. Like if he could just give you average defense where he's not killing you at third, we have a shot to be really good defensively because
Well,
I think Soto's better as a left fielder, and I think Robert Luis in
Talking
center.
about Soto.
Mhm.
Soto. Sorry to cut you off. Do you
No,
remember
it's
that
fine.
play he made against? I think it was USA.
Where
Off
he
the
ran
bat
it
that
down?
He ran over. Yeah,
Yeah.
he ran it down, bro. That's impressive. That's a bigger ballpark in Miami, and he ran it down right straight to the route. He cut the route and everything. Like I think
Yeah.
left field is so perfect for him.
Yeah, I think he's a better lefty than left field player than right.
David Stearns.
And then you got
has-
Talkman. Oh, what happened? David Stearns what?
No, I was saying that
Oh, I
David
thought you
Stearns.
said breaking news.
You like breaking news? David Stearns is saying we're going to trade Mark Vientos for 2 golf balls.
David Stearns has the opportunity to do something very funny and walk out of City Field as that. I hate to say the word, but that nigga. Literally, like he literally has
Goddamn.
the opportunity.
You're putting a. Oh, I didn't want to put up the rest words because it's no, I don't want to say.
He literally has. You
But
seen the, you seen
Those
the,
two don't go together. Those two don't go
you seen
together.
you seen the meme of the of LeBron James with the do rag and the
Yeah.
cigarette eye? That's David. That's gonna be David Stearns if this team pans out the way that he's trying to pan it out.
Those two do not go together. Those two words do not go together.
I was trying to think of something more cleaner. I couldn't.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna say
he
that
had-
dude.
he had-
That dude.
that
It was
dude
in
or
the
that
moment.
guy,
It was in the moment.
that
man.
man.
That man. There's like 1,000 like words you could have used.
They're about to kill me after this.
Yo.
They're like, really, Tom? You couldn't use any other word?
But I'll say this.
All right.
I'll say
Well,
this.
it's been great. We've had a blast. A time has been had.
Seven Express is no longer.
7
But-
Express about to be
HR,
out of service.
HR to top.
HR is about to send
They
me a
get
notice.
out of service.
HR notice is about to
Oh
come
boy.
His phone's
But,
about to
Chris,
go off in a few. Ding, ding,
What
ding,
were
ding.
you saying before?
We see
No, I'm saying
you've
that
been
David-
using some language.
David Stearns has a, it's all about winning. That's
Right.
it comes down to the bottom line. But he has a
Right.
chance to prove the fan base that change is good. So he has change is good. Like no matter for how long it is, because Mr. David Stearns don't like passing 3 years for whatever reason. But I don't care if the team changes every 3 years. Like if the team changes every 2 years, but we're winning, I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about a Met being here for 10 years. As long as we're winning, that's all I care about.
Right.
Like that's the most important thing. So he has a chance to put a real good, which I think he did. I think he put up a real good team. It's just now you gotta put it on the field. Like you gotta
Right.
prove it. And like I said, I've said this year, I'm not going in like last year. I'm not gonna get hype in June, in July. No, I'm gonna watch what the team is in September because this team, for some odd goddamn reason, they can't play well in September. So
Right.
this year round, I'm gonna see where they're at in September. Then I'll get hype and I'll have my thoughts at the season at that time. But right now, I'm just gonna let the year go and see how they play. I think on paper they're gonna have pretty good shot to win the division. I believe that.
And Top Alone's thoughts are shared only by Top, and we
Only
do
by
not
Top. It has
condone
nothing to do with us.
anything that
That's-
Top says.
Take full responsibility. Trust me.
You are your own person, and his thoughts will only be responsible for
Yo,
himself.
y'all didn't feed AP as soon as I said it. Yo, his hat was like moving.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was.
like,
Because I knew we knew it was coming.
no, that was my thoughts and my thoughts only. It was,
Ugh.
but before we end it off here, we just want to go over the recent roster cuts that happened.
Oh yes, you guys got to update me on that because I haven't been
Yes.
no
So-
pinch and no chance.
Forget about February, even though the Daniel Nunez injury is pretty alarming, considering the fact that we didn't even start spring training yet. So
Oh wait, he got hurt. Daniel Nunez, he got hurt again.
I guess they put him on the 60-day because
I
of
think
age.
that's
Oh, no,
just
he's recovering.
from he had
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's recovering from.
Okay.
That was like a new injury.
Right. I'm just seeing that, so I didn't know what that was.
Mhm.
But these are the March cuts, or the March moves that they made from the first. Up
That was the announcement. We got Richard Lovelady back.
something like that.
Oh,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
we- 'cause we
that's
love the love lady
that's
guy.
what they're putting on over there by the mall. That's exactly what this right. It's him. But the option Alex Carrillo to Syracuse. Remember that was the guy that got pummeled against the Reds, where Mendoza just wanted to sacrifice him. If you remember that game,
Shitty decision. That was a shitty decision.
And then we
Again, we had to
could've
win.
came back. We could have ended up coming back.
back. Yep. And then your guy, Chris Worrell, is reassigned to Syracuse, and
That kid's
Nate
gonna be
Adams,
good. Oh, they
Mhm.
put him in Syracuse. Oh, so he's in AAA now.
he got
That's what's up.
reassigned to Syracuse. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Dylan
he was
Ross,
in AA.
right? Right-handed pitcher Dylan Ross is options to Syracuse. Nick Morabito, Jonathan Pintero, and Jack Winiger are also going to Syracuse. The big one right here is this guy right here. I'm gonna highlight that Jonah Tong going to Syracuse. They got a lot of opinions.
Well,
on
it's
Jonah
not
Tong.
kind
I
of.
mean, where was he gonna
I kinda knew
go?
it was happening. Yeah,
No,
I kind of knew it was gonna
right,
happen.
but it just gained a lot of opinions because his second
Because of
year.
Mania. Because everybody talks about Mania, and
Exactly.
they're trying to
right.
compare one with the other one. You can't compare like Mania's getting paid 25 mil. Like you can't.
Right, you can't compare that.
That's
That's
paid
a
crap.
comparison. Right, exactly. So he's going, which again, I like it because we all know of his confidence and him going through his emotions. I think it's a good way just to kind of reset, and then obviously bring him up if something does happen. But let him get his reps in AAA. Mind you, last year before getting the call up, he only pitched 2 games in AAA.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't get enough reps. He was there for a pressure situation. And then obviously, like AP said, they claimed Richard Lovelady off of waivers. Justin Hagerman is on the 60
with a fractured rib.
Yeah, with a fractured rib. Yeah, that was a little bit eye opening. They sent
Who got
Carl
fractured rib?
Edwards. I believe Justin Hangerman.
Hanging.
Oh wow.
Carl Edwards was having a pretty good spring training.
had a good
I'm
spring,
surprised he sent him down.
Ryan Lambert, Joe Jacquest, Kevin Parada. Kevin Parada.
That guy still exists. Jesus Christ, bro! I can't believe this guy's still around. This guy survived the. I don't want to say it. You know what? I'll keep that joke to myself.
Yeah.
Don't go to HR.
Yeah, bro. I know you're going with that too.
We already have this guy up there going.
Yeah, no, I messed it up. Ryan Clifford, Jackson Clough, and Jacob Reimer, AJ Ewing, Jose Ramos.
AJ Ewing had a great spring training.
Now you guys mentioned AJ Ewing. That kid is impressive. That kid is gonna be good, man.
Yep.
That kid's gonna be good.
It's pretty cool to have a Ewing in New York again.
I was gonna say another Ewing back in New York is pretty.
You should wear 33.
Yeah, he should. Word.
He should.
Tell AJ Minter to give him 33.
Well, AJ Minter ain't gonna be here no more by the time he comes out.
Yeah, no, right. I forgot about that. Right. Yeah, correct. And then obviously the last one that happened yesterday, which was MJ Melendez going to Syracuse. Christian Scott going to Syracuse. Christian Scott had himself a nice spring, coming back from his tummy down surgery. So be on the lookout for him too. He has something to prove, especially coming from that injury. Christian Arroyo and Jose Rojas going to Syracuse as well. Daniel Duarte, Nick Birdie. Nick Birdie was a quiet guy that everybody was kind of talking about in spring. So, some of these are young guys. This is basically right here from the March 1st to March 17th is basically the main picture of your farm system in terms of guys that are going to be making their names real big in a couple of years. That got options to Syracuse. I mean, we're loaded in Syracuse with young talent, straight young talent.
Real question.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Mauricio, you're gonna see that soon. You're gonna see that soon.
I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it.
It only makes sense. Like, where are you gonna put him? Like, you already have the super utility guy in Beatty. You have Lindor coming back. Where are you gonna give him at bats? He needs to play.
You're gonna listen. I think him.
And he has the option, and they gained that option for a reason. They used that. They saved that option for a reason.
Even though it's under different circumstances, and some people may disagree with me, I think Ronnie Mauricio and Jason Dominguez need to have a conversation about what they're going through. And like I said, it's different in terms because I think the Yankees are doing Jason Dominguez dirty, while Ronnie is kind of his inconsistencies have kept them on the back end of where he's at right now. My thing is this kid hasn't even touched his prime. You're going to keep him in the minors for how long because of the guy that you have up here on 2 to 3 year contracts. And even if he does struggle in AAA, or even if he hammers in AAA, then you bring him back up and then he's still inconsistent with all the playing time they give him. At some point, you got to cut ties with that. You got to put him in a trade.
My thing is that the whole Ronnie thinks, you know what's holding him back? It's the whole Vientos situation. Because look at the bench. Don't you got 4 bench, right? 4 bench spots.
Mm-hmm.
Your backup catcher, that's 1. Your backup infielder, your backup outfielder, you're right. Backup outfielder, which is Taylor.
Yeah.
And that leaves you with 2. Now, do you leave a Ronnie to run on the bench, or do you call up, or do you leave a guy like Brujan and just be there because Brujan could just play whenever they put him? Like, it doesn't even matter if he even gets playing time. It doesn't matter because he's just a veteran guy. That's where it gets tricky. Now, I don't know if the Mets want to do that to Ronnie. I'm talking about Vientos. That's the other guy. So now you got, these are the 4 spots. Backup catcher, which is Terrence, obviously. Backup outfielder, which is Taylor. Then you got Vientos, which is the backup DH first base, because I'm not even gonna put it. I'm not even gonna say third base. I'm not even gonna put that in out there.
Right.
And then the last spot is between Brujan, Ronnie, and whoever backup infielder. And you already see that they caught Christian Arroyo. He's a backup infielder. So what does that tell you?
Pretty good.
Like,
Right. Exactly.
Like it's between Ronnie and Brujan. That's what it's between right now.
And it's Mark Vientos
So I don't
that they're
know.
all aiming for. No, you got a good point on that Vientos shit because it's Mark Vientos that's kind of holding them back in a way. It's like
Because if Viento's not there, you could leave Ronnie,
right,
and you could give him time at DH, third base, second base, first base. Like he could move around. He really could.
Right.
And then you have Brujan there just whenever emergency purposes.
As a vet.
It doesn't even matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Brujan plays outfield too with emergency purposes. He used to play outfield too. So it's like a perfect guy to have on your bench. The problem is that you don't want to do that to Ronnie. He's still too young.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
To just sit there.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
It's tough because my thing is this. And it's tough in multiple ways because number one, Ronnie's, I think Ronnie has more value just because of what he still can bring on a consistent basis.
Yeah, potential, yeah.
Right? The potential. Mark Vientos is already up here, and Mark Vientos is right now is showing you, yo, this is what I'm showing you now. A thing about that too, what's hurting him is the fact that you don't know what his value is in a trade. You don't know if a team is going to be like, yeah, I want to trade for him. That's the problem. You're stuck with him. He has no options. You can't send him down. So it's like you're stuck with the dude. You have to play him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're stuck in a bind in that way.
That's why it could be a trade, bro. Like, believe it or not, there still could be a trade before the opening day because the roster is so crunched up right now. Like, it all depends on what the Mets want to do. Like, if the Mets are okay, which 100%, I already had in my mind that Ronnie was going to play in the minor leagues at the beginning of the year. Like, that's what my mind is. But you do need a backup shortstop for whatever, Lindor or whatever. So, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how good he's been doing in spring training because I haven't been paying attention. But it's a tough spot, man. Like, Ronnie's in a very tough spot, and it hurt his case because he didn't have such a great year last year, and it's not his fault. He just came up from a big injury, so it's not his fault. So it's the Mets got a tough decision to make. Now I don't know what they're gonna do. Now and the thing is that Ronnie brings more value than Vientos because of the defense factor and what else he does. He could steal a base. He could do this. He could do that. Like he could switch hitter. But Vientos, all he does is supposed to mash, but he's not even doing that right now.
Right.
So then you're stuck.
Right.
So I don't know.
Finish us off, AP. What's your thoughts on all that plus the transactions? If he can talk.
I don't really know.
That's a perfect.
I just want baseball to start. I'm over it. Spring training's been long enough. Let's get the games going.
He's like, I'm done.
Yeah. Let's get the games going.
Oh, man. But all right. Well, I think
we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised that they make a move. Like, it wouldn't shock me.
Right. I mean, you could totally see it. I don't know if they have enough room on that bench and what are we gonna go one less arm in the pen? I don't know what the Mets gonna do. They have right now. It seems like they have two longmen in the bullpen possibly, but I think maybe that'll help because maybe they don't have to have these guys go 2 innings every game. But we'll see. I don't know. The Mets do have some choices to make, and by this time next week, I'm assuming we'll find out. So. That Wednesday show, hopefully that we do before the season starts, we should have a full roster by then. I mean, they usually do. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say that's the show before our heart rate is normal.
Yep. Yeah, before the so-called crash out. So just prepare for different. It'll be, how come they played stupid again? Yep, that's coming. That's gonna come. This is rational me. Wait till they start playing like crap. I'm like, why do I root for this garbage every year?
Not even. Just wait till the first tweet of, I don't understand why David Stearns had to put Bo Bichette at third base.
Oh,
or
that I mean,
trade Luis Acuna for Luis Robert Jr. He can't do nothing offensively. I can't, bro.
Switch hitting
hitting
superstar Luis Angel.
For real, switch hitting 6 feet per. I thought he was 6 foot. Whatever, switch hitting 6 foot.
I thought that he has raw power and has like the capacity to switch hit and play all positions. And did you know that he saved the YMCA from burning?
Do you know they traded for Ronnie Acuna? That's what happened. Traded for Ronnie Acuna.
I can't wait. Yeah, Jeff McNeil was younger. I don't understand why we had to get an older second baseman. I see it already.
Pete Alonso's gonna hit 30,000 home runs and go down in history as the greatest power hitter ever.
You might as well just get off the app.
Yo, if Pete Alonso becomes the MVP of Baltimore and they make him a statue, David Stearns is gonna have to move to like Alaska because the fans here are just gonna like take him alive.
When it's all said and done, and his kid has to write a book about his dad, he's gonna be like, yeah, I grew up in the mean streets of Baltimore.
Oh Lord,
my dad was the first baseman of the Baltimore Orioles.
In my day, I had to walk to get to Baltimore.
Oh man, but listen. I'm just excited, boys. We're 1 week away from opening day, man. You can't wait.
Finally, real baseball. I mean, after the WBC, now it's going back and forth.
Watch your words, Chris. Yeah, watch your words.
Well, let's see if we get better officiating. Maybe that'll.
Hey, listen, Juansoto's gonna have a field day.
We have ABS, AP. We have ABS.
Listen, athletic.
Yo, I don't know how I'm gonna keep it 100. If I'm seeing this every 5 seconds, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Shout out to Athletic Logos because they should just make a LED thing of Juansoto.
Yo, Athletic Logos. If you're watching, you should just have this.
Just doing this.
You remind me. That remind me of. You remember when you were in elementary school when you tap your head, rub your tummy?
That's how it's gonna be.
It's gonna happen. Juansoto is going.
Yeah, we're not gonna know if Juan is challenging a call or has an upset stomach.
His head. Oh no, he has braids. He scratches his head like.
Oh yeah. Well, what happens if like you got an itch in your head? Like, is that like what are you gonna do?
No challenge. No, me scratching.
No, I wasn't challenging.
That's gonna be funny as hell, man. I can't wait for that.
Oh, man.
But fellas, any last words before we wrap up here?
Well,
DR got cheated.
Oh man. All I gotta say is we're a week away and hopefully Viento's hitting 120 by the time we talk again.
Yes. AP's like, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone.
Man. If he's hitting 120 by next week, I'm feeling great.
Listen, just give me 200, bro. At this point, if you're batting 202,
well, hold on. We're gonna go look for the hits. I'll see you guys later. Have a great one.
Man. Hey, man. Shout out to the 55 in here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to vibe out with us, man. Without y'all, we wouldn't be doing this, man. Like Chris said, man, we're 1 week away from opening day. The madness is about to start, so we're definitely looking forward to that. While AP finds Mark Vientos, we will definitely have, unless something changes, we will definitely have another episode for you guys next week, kind of recapping and predicting some of our stats, some of the starts, some of the games. Actually, we'll be looking at the schedules before we start. It's an interesting schedule to say the least.
No luck.
And yeah, it should be a good episode next week. As like I said, we go over the schedule, we go over our predictions and stuff like that. Just have a little fun with it before the madness starts on Thursday.
Maybe Amish could join. Maybe
you might see a return from Amish, man. We'll see. We'll
Yes,
gotta find them on the farm. Maybe that's harder than Vientos hits. I don't know.
Oh, my. Oh boy.
I'm just seeing myself out.
Yeah, I love you, Mark. We're sorry, Mark. We apologize.
Oh, bro. Now I know why it was so windy out. The answers were swinging too much.
All right, stop. Just spill it. Just spill it.
From Florida now.
Yeah, that's fine. Good night. Yeah, you know what? I think. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mark. Don't block us.
Get your swag back,
Just hit
Mark.
200.
Swag.
Just hit 200. That's it.
202. You want to be cute. But anyways, appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy, the 7 Express Podcast. Make sure you guys like, follow, share, and subscribe. 7 Express Podcast. And as we always say, let's go Mets, man. Appreciate y'all.